Okay, so the summer reading game, the way we do it is a little bit more complicated, I think, than a lot of libraries maybe do. So we've got a big program room that we transform basically into a 3D board game. So there's 6 rooms that the kids actually walk into, and then there's a set of mini games that they have to complete. And they're all kind of related to a theme. So last year was a Dragon Academy, so maybe one room they go in and have to save a bunch of dragon eggs from being destroyed, something like that. So then the children will complete that mini game, and then they have to read a book to be able to progress through the story into the next room. And it's all, yeah, I don't know if I said that, but it's kind of a story.
So by the end of it, how many books do the kids read by the time they've completed the game?
12, at least 12 books.
Oh, wow. And how long do they have to do it?
The whole summer. So it's, I think, 7 weeks.
Okay.
7 or 8 weeks.
And have you gotten any feedback? Like, have you heard any good things? Like, what are people saying?
Yeah, we get lots of good feedback every year. We've got people who come from outside of St. Albert just to play the game. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What would you say is the typical age for people in the summer reading program?
Grade 1 to 6 is the typical age. We also have a preschool component to it, which is 3 years old to kindergarten. And we have a lot of kindergarten kids who want to play the grade 1 to 6 game because it's kind of more in depth and it's an interesting, fun game. So, yeah.
So do you just have people coming in and out all day then?
Yes.
Or is there kind of like peak hours?
There are definitely peak hours, and especially like the game starts on a Thursday, usually. And that first day even, after school, kids will come. They're so excited to play the game, and there will be a lineup out here. Like the game is in there. I can't show you the room today, unfortunately, but the lineup is out here. People will wait half an hour to play this. Their 15-minute turn.
Yeah, I did when I was younger too.
Yeah. Lunchtime is usually a good time to come because people are having lunch then, so it's a little bit more quiet then. But
okay. And do kids get a prize when they finish? I thought
they do.
I remember like you get a book or something at the end.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. So the final prize is a book, a free book. So we purchase a whole bunch of brand new books, and they fill up kind of where those binders are. All of that is full of books that they can choose.
Wow.
So each time that they finish the game, some kids will finish the game like 6 times. They'll just play it over and over and over again. And they get a book every time. And so it's a great incentive for a lot of kids. Yeah.
How do you get the funding for that? Is it just donations, or do you know?
There's a certain amount of our budget that's set aside for it, and then we also hire university students for it, and the funding for that comes from the STEP program. Yeah.
Okay. Did you want to add anything?
I was just going to ask how long you've been involved with the library here.
Me, I actually started working with the summer reading game. I was one of the summer students in 2009, so I've been working here kind of since then. That was just a summer position. I went back to school and came back, and yeah.
What was your most successful game?
That is a good question. I'll have to look that up. I think one of the mythology was more recently. That was really popular. Kind of grade 5s and 6s, they're kind of a harder sell for the game because their reading level is higher. They kind of tend to read less books, or maybe they're starting to lose interest in reading. But that mythology theme really, I think we had the most of those older grades coming in and wanting to do it again, which was good. Kind of repeat plays.